favorite Christmas movie now is the one with Mel Gibson in it.
We know. Violent Night.
Violent Night. No, it's not Violent Night.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Santa. The Santa one.
Violent Nights. Do you want to bet on it?
With Mel Gibson?
Violent Night.
Yes, I want to bet on it. I want to bet on it because I want you to be wrong at the beginning of the podcast.
Listen, I'm not getting in on this. I don't know anything about anything.
It's not Violent Night because Violent Night was with the other guy that they're invading the house. But that's fine.
That's
no,
right.
you're wrong.
Right,
and I win again.
You're right.
Again.
That guy's hot too. The guy that's in Violent Night.
Yeah.
I liked his character.
That was this year's movie, wasn't it? Violent Night.
Ooh,
No,
Fat
that
Man.
Fat Man, that's right.
Thank you.
I don't think I've seen that.
Violent Night is
Does
this
it
year's.
hurt?
What?
Does it hurt
What?
to be around me and be wrong so often?
Really?
Let's go to the comments.
It hurts because sometimes I have to get the butter to get you through the door with your ego
Shots.
to lube you up.
Shots fired.
Just saying.
Bang, 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 bang.
I'm gonna drink on that one. Anyways,
And with that,
as he slurps his drink. Yeah.
Welcome to episode 5 of the Check Your Feelings podcast, starring me. And there's everybody else. Just kidding. With me, as always,
So-
KJ, the millennial. And of course,
Hi.
we have our lovely and talented jockstrap of the support staff in the back. Mrs. DBV, who's here again for her second on-camera situation. And of course, as always, BG in the morning. You may notice things look a little bit different here today.
it's jolly.
That's because now that Thanksgiving is over, we're allowed to celebrate Christmas officially. I know that there were some people that said that you couldn't actually celebrate Christmas before Thanksgiving. And now that we're past that, we have changed scenes and we are now actually moved from the sunroom into the living room, which is now the new DBV studios for the time being. Behind me is our wonderful Christmas tree, which Mrs. DBV put up yesterday.
I was going to ask. You did a great job.
She did do a great job.
It looks jolly. And
Yes,
beautiful.
we usually have some more stuff done, so maybe once we get all that stuff done, we'll put some pictures or something in there. So anyway,
It's flocking amazing.
flocking?
Your tree is flocking amazing.
What does that mean?
It's the snow.
Oh yeah, because this is
That's called
not
flocked.
what they would call a living tree. In
No.
fact, it's been dead for many years, this tree. We keep packing it up and putting it out every year. It's a fake tree.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Is it pre-lit?
It is pre-lit.
Okay.
It's pre-lit.
Have you ever had a real tree?
Yes, for a very short, brief moment in my life, when I was married to my first one, we did real trees.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely against the experience because that's exactly what it was. It was an experience. Have you ever had one?
No.
Because you're missing out. I mean, there's a lot of fun that's associated with them.
I really think that and BJ in the morning shares your sentiment as far as having real trees, because I guess he always had them when he was growing up. Yeah.
When I was younger, yeah.
Yeah. So
Real trees?
Yeah, for a brief little time.
But you don't like 'em?
It burn out.
I
got
hate
burn
them.
out. It's such a mess.
The way that I look at it, much like boobs, if you can touch them, they're real. Okay?
that took a hard left, didn't it?
Just saying. If you can touch them, they're real. So that's a real tree in my mind because I can touch it.
Let's unpack that.
There's nothing to unpack.
There's so many different things that I could say right now that I'm just going to stay on the Christmas tree topic. So yeah, well, when we were growing up, we never had a real tree. As far as I can remember, we always
We've
had
never
fake
had a real
trees.
tree. We always had the same fake tree, which I think that when it was time, someone got that fake tree.
Thad.
Thad got that fake tree, did he? Yeah.
I think so.
And then
Yeah.
I actually got Mom's fake tree for the fiber optic one. I had that one.
Okay.
Before we got these guys right here, which we've got 2 of these guys.
Same ones.
Yeah.
Same ones. Yeah, we got twinsy fake trees one year.
Yeah, I
That's
was
so
too lazy
cute.
to put the other one up this year.
Yeah, we now that the kids are all gone, it's like, why do we put them all up?
So we had an experience with our trees this year because our fake tree from last year, the pre-lit one, it bit the dust. Like the lights were finally, the lights were just finally gone. They were beyond us figuring out how to
Was
make
it
them work.
like not LED? Was it incandescent?
I think they were incandescent.
Yeah.
But after a while, like a 1 strand or a 2 strand would be out. And so it was just like this janky kind of situation. So we got, I got a new one this year, but I bought it online.
What does it look like?
So see what had happened was, I bought it online and I thought it was going to be great, and I was getting a deal out of it. And I wanted something that was smaller. It's not like as full as yours is, because we don't have a whole lot of space in our house. I feel like the house just keeps getting smaller. Anyways, I ended up with like this toothpick of a tree. By the time I opened it, because I bought it like
Got
back
it from
in
the Hamburger Schlemmer catalog.
I got it off of Wayfair.
You got a Wish Christmas tree?
I did.
That's where we got these beautiful podcast chairs with
Yeah,
from
but these are
Wayfair.
awesome.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to be bigger.
Yeah, well, see, same situation. We got this pencil of a Christmas tree, and it was too late for me to return it, so it ended up going in our dining room.
So it's a Charlie Brown tree in the dining room?
Kinda.
It's awesome. Do you have
Yeah.
like one ornament on it?
We don't have any on it yet.
You should put one ornament. Just hang one ornament from it, like a Charlie Brown tree.
Just lean it a little bit too.
Lean it.
Yeah, make
it's
it lean a little
Well, I
bit.
mean, okay, so it's really skinny, but like all of
You need
the
the
all of the
two
needles
2x4s
are
for
like
a
filled
base.
out.
You
So
know,
it's,
like nailed in there. Charlie Brown tree.
it's not. It's
They
not
sell that.
essentially
Do
a
they?
Charlie Brown tree.
They've sold it for a while. The actual Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Oh, the actual Charlie Brown
yeah,
tree.
but like it's a
Pre-lit, yeah.
It's a fake little thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Do the needles fall off?
For the sad Christmases.
But there's one thing about this tree right here, as you notice.
Yeah.
It has snow on it. And
Yeah.
every year it snows all of the snow off. And as it's sitting in the case during the summer, it actually grows more snow.
Really?
Yes, because this thing is what, 3-4 years old that we've had
It's
it?
older than that. It's got to be at like 6 years.
6 years?
now.
6 years old these things are? Yeah. It's never lost any snow. It grows
got all
more
the
snow
snow.
during its dormant season so that it can drop it all over the floor.
And the thing to note about it is when you put it up, whatever shirt you're wearing, you know that you're going to change your shirt afterwards because
It's gonna be snow.
Half of the snow
Everywhere.
is on you.
Yeah. So, well, the two trees that we got, and I didn't get around to finishing I drug him out with me the day that we put our tree up to get another tree because that skinny pencil situation was just not okay with me. They both have flocking on them, and we have cats, and our cats have decided
What's
that
flocking? What is flocking?
it's the
It's the
snow
white
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, why don't you just call it snow?
Because it's called flocking. Anyways, we have cats, and they decided that the flocking is tasty.
Yeah, that's the other thing is cats and trees. Like, have you not seen National Lampoons? You got a tree around a cat?
Yeah, I have. And it took them a while to like not climb up into the tree because that's what they used to do when we first.
That's why I'm not a cat person.
Well, they're getting older and they don't care anymore. But the flocking is something new, so they decided that they want to eat it and then puke it up later. It's been great. It's been really great. Really enjoyed the
So
experience.
we're gonna get
So
rid of
you
the
guys
cats.
have always had just fake trees.
Always,
No.
yeah,
Always.
because he had a rough experience with them growing up. Like
They're
he
rough.
just,
man.
I
Fake
had
trees are
real
rough.
trees growing up. Being from Oregon, we went into the woods and actually cut down our own trees
Nice.
every year.
Was it up the hill both ways on a
No.
frozen tree?
I mean, there was snow. I mean, being in Bend, there is snow, and it's several feet deep. But you also bring with that is the experience of maybe there's bugs, maybe there's something living in that tree. But it was always just a fun experience, like going out and picking your own tree. That you got a permit and you got to go pick your tree. You went and sawed it and brought it in the house.
We can't do that here for a
Yeah.
multitude of reasons. Number one, those trees don't grow here because
Well, and
the
number
only thing we can
two-
get is like a ponderosa pine. The prettiest thing. And there are feet deep, but it's mud if you go into the woods and you will lose your shoes.
yep.
Well, we're also the
And
city
the other
of
thing is you don't
Pines.
want to go in the woods at this time of year to do anything because
You
much
might
like
get
you
shot.
had at a tree season, we have hunting season.
You might
Yeah.
get shot.
And if you start roughing up some trees, they might think that you're a buck.
True story.
Yeah.
So we don't play in the woods at this time of year for many, many reasons.
Well,
So
that
we have Christmas
isn't
tree
this like the
farms.
city of Pines or something? Somerville?
Somerville is
Yeah, they might frown upon that.
well.
This is the city of Pines.
yeah.
Huh.
Somerville and the Pines, you know, that's all the reason why you can't cut down a pine tree here. It was horrible when I lived inside town limits. When I was at the other house,
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to cut down trees, pine trees.
Yeah, but you lived on a protected plot of land.
No, it doesn't matter. Anywhere in the town of Somerville, you cannot cut down a pine tree.
Okay.
They're protected,
Got it.
and they're the most horrible trees in the world.
They're not. They're pretty.
They're pretty until they fall on your house, and they're the first ones to go. We just took that one down up front.
So that's a little bit of your update.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you tell me what else has been going on in your universe? Because it's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, I spent a week in Vegas, 10 days in Vegas. And for anybody who goes to Vegas, you know that 10 days is a long time in Vegas. Luckily, I've never gone to Vegas until after I was 40.
Okay.
And this is nothing against Vegas or the people that live in Vegas, but Vegas is meant for a different situation of people.
What's that?
Younger, dumber, and ready to do things that they've never experienced in life. But I've experienced life. So the first time I went to Vegas, I was there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And it's always been for work. Except for the one time where me and Mrs. DBV and some friends went to Vegas, and that was a good time. We stayed at the Golden Nugget, but we were only there for like 3 days, right? So it was good. It was good. You come into Vegas, you can spend 2 or 3 days, you can do your thing and get out before you're completely
You just get all the bad decisions out in a 48-hour period.
Get it all out. But 10 days in Vegas is a lot.
Yeah.
And I stayed at the Luxor.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. The Luxor is a special place. It's the one that looks like a pyramid. It's not the best hotel in all of Vegas, but it was what was available because of the Formula One race and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The elevators come from the sides, right? And they come at an angle because it's a pyramid. So to get up to your upper floors, the elevators don't go vertical. They go on a rail on an angle.
That's a whole lot of engineering.
Oh my God. Yeah. And think about it. You have to have somebody to service those elevators when they break, right?
Right.
Well, they're the only elevators like that in the world. So there's nobody to service them. So the elevators were breaking every day. So that means you had to walk across to the other side of the entire thing, which is like a 20-acre pyramid.
Yeah.
That you got to walk to the other side of to catch an elevator. And
What
then
floor were you on?
The 11th.
That's not that many. You could have.
There's no
you couldn't
stairs.
have.
There's no accessible stairs.
There has to be. Like
There's only for emergency egress. There's no accessible stairs to just go up and walk up with. There's not.
Huh.
I don't like the Luxor. I don't like Vegas. I'm sorry. If you live in Vegas, I'm sorry. I just don't.
Maybe there's really beautiful things that aren't directly like on the strip that
Yeah,
you
that's
could
what
experience.
I need to do. Is if I go to Vegas again, I need to get off the strip.
Yeah.
But I was there for work, so I was doing work, and then I got out of there. So,
I just picture Vegas as like a fancier Myrtle Beach.
that's really what it is. It's Myrtle Beach on steroids. It's the Myrtle Beach of the entire world.
No, and thank you.
The Myrtle Beach of the entire world, because literally there's Starbucks in there, and I had Starbucks every day because I went down there and got my tea and I got my sandwich. $35.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like
And they won't even let you scan your points.
Oh, because it's not owned by Starbucks.
It's not owned by Starbucks.
It's owned by the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, so literally my company spent hundreds of dollars on my Starbucks every day for 10 days and no points. to
Did
be
you
seen.
not have like a coffee maker in your room?
Nope, they don't do that because they don't want you in your room at all. So there's no microwave, there's no fridge, there's no anything. The
That's
TV that they
clever,
have
though.
hooked up to it is coax cable, and it is the most boo-boo reception ever.
Did you have bunny ears?
No, because they don't want you in your room. They want you to go out and spend money in the casinos or do whatever. Luckily, I did bring my Xbox, and I kind of hacked the TV a little bit so that my Xbox would run on it.
Hope everybody heard that. He hacked into some
I
hotel
did.
system
I
is
did.
what he's telling me.
I hacked into the Luxor's TV, plugged my Xbox up, and I played for 10 days.
Breaking
That's
the
BJ.
law.
He
Breaking
was,
the law.
he was online with me. And that was during the Formula One race, which was just insane there.
Did you get to watch the race?
No.
Oh,
I don't want to.
that's lame.
No, I don't want to.
But you could have if you wanted to.
If I wanted to, I could have, made an effort to go do that.
But you had beautiful sunrises.
I did have beautiful sunrises in my room, which
It
I
looked
posted
like
a couple
Star
of those.
Wars.
Looked like
It was really pretty.
My room
I
looks
saw
like
the
a Star
picture.
Wars room because that's
wasn't
the
all
angle
bad.
of the.
Yeah.
It wasn't completely horrible, and then then I got to come home on Monday before Thanksgiving, and then go straight into 2 days of me and Mrs. DBV preparing for Thanksgiving and all the guests that we had here.
Yeah.
'Cause we had her brother and his girlfriend, and we had Max and his Navy buddies. 2 of them came down, and Thanksgiving happened.
And all of us and all of our crazy.
All of the enjoyment that we
Offspring.
had.
Yeah, it was a lot.
During
What about
Thanks-
what's been going on with Facebook Gate?
So Facebook Gate is almost over.
Okay.
I actually have possession of the page now.
Nice.
But come to find out, 2 things. Number 1, my followers are really good at torpedoing something if I tell them to torpedo it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like restricted from being visible right now.
Gotcha.
And so we're working through trying to get some of those restrictions lifted. You guys did a fabulous job, by the way. It was exactly what I asked you to do, was torpedo the crap out of it, and you did a great job. Trust me, backside of the page looks like Swiss cheese right now. You did a great job. But we're going to try to resurrect it. We may never get it back fully. I don't know. I've got it. No nefarious people are using it anymore, and that's the good thing. And we'll play it by ear and see if we can actually get it back to a functional level. And if we don't, that's fine. We're doing really good with this new page.
Have you gotten most of your followers back?
There's 1 million people still hanging out on that page. It's still connected to 1 million people.
Okay.
I've got almost
a lot of
100,000 back. I think it's like 89 or 90,000 right now back within a month. The 28th will be a month on the new page. So that's pretty good movement.
Yeah.
And I think that within no time we'll get the rest, everybody moved over. So if we get the page back and we fully use it, that's fine. If we don't, I'm not going to be upset about it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Some kind of progress, though. I mean, that's a lot more than most people that have been hacked on
There's
Facebook
a couple
can say.
people. Like there's another, the educated debutante, I think her name is. She just got her page back, and her and I have been communicating behind the scenes to trying to help each other out as we're going through this. There's just been so many people.
Where's she from?
I don't know where she's from.
Interesting.
She's an older lady. She's really nice.
Yeah.
And we've talked, and I found out she makes a whole lot more money on it than I do. But that's another conversation altogether. I'm doing something wrong. Let's say I learned that I'm not doing something that I could be doing.
She educated you?
She educated.
But her page is really, it's not about the money. It's really about her kids that have autism. Right?
Yeah. She's got a very, and she's been doing it a lot longer than I
Yeah.
have. Her page, I think she said it was like 8 years old.
Okay.
She's been doing this for a very long time. What else has been going on?
Nothing, just working.
Just working and living. You're going to start traveling on Monday again. And
Yep.
I've got some stuff coming up that I'm going to travel for to Colorado. I get to go to Colorado. I get to go to Denver.
Ooh.
I have a speaking engagement.
That's exciting.
Someone wants me to speak to a group of really intelligent people.
Are you speaking as like the DBV, or are you speaking as like you?
I'm speaking from the point and the perspective of the DBV and all the things that I've done with this whole social media situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the Colorado, and I'm going to butcher this. It's a Colorado Agricultural President's Board.
It's a co-op.
It's a co-op.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a co-op group.
Okay.
And basically they get together once a year and have kind of a training seminar. And I'm the keynote speaker.
So they want to know like what you've done, like from a business perspective?
No, what it is that there's a lot of people within this co-op that are older.
Okay.
And the world is changing, and there's a lot of younger generations. And when they say younger generations, younger being Gen Xers to them, right?
Yeah.
That are coming into the space and into their agricultural situation, and they're probably a little bit hesitant to adapt some of the methodologies of technology and things of that nature. So I'm coming to speak from the perspective of someone who has embraced the new technological world and done stuff with it.
That would be pretty like amazing though for agriculture to like kind of merge with technology, because I feel like that would definitely help us.
Well, they were saying that agriculture, the treasurer of agriculture in Colorado, I don't know, that's butchering the title, basically said that agriculture wasn't going to be a business in Colorado.
Yeah,
in 10 years because of the fact of tourism, and that's where the money is.
I think it's
pretty much
bringing
the same.
social media. I think it's with the co-ops bringing social media and engaging them. So it would be it's a lot of VPs of the co-op, having them engage and start using platforms like social media to get the word out there of, hey, this is what we do. So that way it can bring limelight back to the association and the business, essentially.
That's awesome.
So I've been trying to think about how I'm going to say this. Mm-hmm. It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is intimidating.
Like people in suits and stuff.
You think they'll wear suits?
Oh, yeah. This seemed like, didn't it sound like it?
Well, there was a professor that's going to be on there. He's from the university.
Is the dean from the Colorado State University.
Yeah.
Is another person on this speaking group.
Yeah.
He's doing one of the sessions, and then there's me.
Okay.
The dad bod veteran.
That's fine.
Some guy from South Carolina who has social media.
But they want you to liven it up and make it funny and bridge the gap so that it's not quite so serious and to get a different perspective on things, which I think is important.
You're important. People know you.
Yep.
You're kind of a big deal.
I'm so excited.
You have lots to say.
I do.
All the time.
Not all the time. It's not all the time. Sometimes I'm quiet. I'm usually sleeping, though,
Yeah.
when I'm quiet.
Yeah.
What about you, Kelly? What's your update?
Yeah, what's your update, Cal?
Yeah, I was just I was thinking about that. Not that I was ignoring you, but in the back of my brain, I was thinking about what I was going to tell you has happened in my universe. But to be completely
When
honest,
you're thinking about stuff in the back of your brain and I'm talking to you,
yeah,
what is that like? Is it like the frontal lobe just like turns off and you're like completely focused on what's going on back here?
do you
and
know
you're
what the
kinda
frontal? Yeah, okay,
I don't know. I imagine that the frontal lobe is the one that's connected to all these pieces and parts over here. The eyes, the nose, the mouth. Is that where the frontal, or is it?
just
or
listen.
why would you put?
Let's just suffice it to say that I can be thinking about one thing and listening to another, and my brain can be processing both of those things at the same time. I've learned how to do that.
But is it really the frontal lobe that's this is all touched to?
Your eyes and your mouth and your no.
Why?
Because
That
God
doesn't
said
make
so.
sense.
I can't really
But that
explain
doesn't
it.
make sense. Why would you connect stuff to the back here when the front's right there? Why wouldn't you just leave it connected? It's so close. It's like you don't have to make a really
Why do
long.
we always have to get into a medical discussion?
It's
Why?
a really long run of wire to go from here to there when you can just it's like a plug and play up front.
So, anyways, let's talk
That's
about
why
Thanksgiving.
that's why there's so much information loss between the two. It's because the wire's too long.
So
what?
nothing really happened in my world. Like, to be completely honest,
I'm gonna have
Nothing.
to
It's
ask you to work on this because this is now the second time that nothing has been going on.
I'm not as cool as you are.
I'm not cool.
I don't travel anymore. Like, I do school and I do
Can you take up knitting or something and get
because I have so much free time.
like a bingo group or something?
You and I can form a knitting club. Wouldn't that be super?
I don't think that anybody in this particular juncture right now, where I am emotionally and mentally, wants to give me a sharp metal object.
But aren't you in the medical
I do.
field? But I mean, you're in the medical field, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do every day. Is give you sharp metal objects.
Yeah, they
and
do.
then they let you poke people with them.
I don't do that
And or
anymore.
cut
I don't poke people anymore.
And or
she's,
cut people.
She's past that.
I don't poke people anymore. I can cut people if I want to, but normally sew them back up. Moving on. So we were talking about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving was a great time.
Thanksgiving was a time.
It was a time. So
How about we talk about that corn casserole?
actually,
though?
we should talk about first. The corn casserole is an important subject
Oh,
to
it
talk
is.
about. It's a very
It
important
is
subject.
completely important
Unbelievable.
because it occupied a very long period of our time. That corn casserole.
So, setting the stage, everyone. KJ, myself, and Thing One, we were the planning committee, quote unquote, planning committee for Thanksgiving, and we did this all over text. And we
So you can
decided.
tell how
Wait,
well that's going to go if we
I
just
just
stop
want to
right
note
there.
that they do this every year. This isn't every year. This is not new, folks. Every year, the three of them plan Thanksgiving.
Yes, and most of the time.
BJ in the morning and myself, we stay out of it. We just do what we're told.
So, in part of this planning, we had communications back and forth about who was doing what, blah, 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 blah. And somewhere in the math, there was an equation that occurred which equaled a minus sign and then corn casserole right after it, which is not normal because corn casserole is a significant
It is.
pillar
It is.
to, especially some of the children, their dietary needs when it comes to
But you
Thanksgiving.
need
I
to
wouldn't say dietary
why.
needs. That's
Why
a
is
stretch.
it? But why is it significant?
Because it was something my mom made.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was the favorite of all the kids, et
Yes.
cetera,
Yep.
et cetera. And so,
And it's one of my favorites too, but I wasn't like boo-booing about it. I wasn't crying about it. Like, okay, it's not there.
This year, a faux pas occurred, and it was not delivered.
I blame the supply chain. It was a supply chain issue.
Receipts were called out. Receipts.
I know everyone was whipping out their phones and be like, "Yo, you said this." I'm like, no, I didn't say that. Like, you said it. I said it right here. No, you didn't, because I said this.
Yeah. I mean, it was
kind of what it was.
It was bad.
Here's what I will say.
There were a lot of raised voices
There's normally just one person that does this.
Yes.
Normally, there's just one person.
Every
It's
year.
never
Same person every year.
Honestly, if we think about it, every year the same people bring the same things.
I
Yes.
know, which is why it
So
was
it's almost
just,
like, why do we have the conversation other than just have the conversation? Just bring what you know you bring.
Why not just say, you going to bring what you bring every year? Yeah. Okay.
because I got butthurt in that whole text message because I was like, okay, I'm going to make this and I'm going to make this and I'm going to make this. And then it was like, no, You're going to make sweet potato casserole and you're going to bring a ham. Now sit down.
That's what you do every year.
I don't ever bring a ham.
Yes, you do.
No,
I don't.
No, thing one always brings the
This
ham.
is what's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
This is what's
Thing one
wrong.
brings the ham and brings the corn casserole every year. Yep.
All
and
I know
drink.
is we do
year.
turkey, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, and some of the pies.
Yeah.
That's our stock, and plus stuffing.
And rolls.
And it got
'Cause we have,
all janky.
I'm just gonna say we have control issues, so we bring a
do
lot
have
of the
control
stuff.
issues.
Yeah, you do.
And
We don't
thing
bring it,
one
it's at our house.
brings-
Well, bring it to the table.
Yep.
That's what she's trying to say.
Yep.
You bring-
and thing one brings corn casserole
And
the
ham.
ham.
Yep.
And they always bring sweet potato casserole and desserts.
And
usually.
desserts, yeah. And then like finger foods.
And maybe some like
Appetizers.
appetizers and
By the
some
way,
cranberries.
your charcuterie board was amazing.
That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't a charcuterie board. That was a charcuterie aircraft carrier.
It was. It was so
That was as
good.
big as the island. I mean, there was like literally more cheeses and meats.
And it was so pretty and,
delights.
like, well presented
and like there was like 14 things of brie on there and just some hot mustards.
And there was nuts and not nuts because
Yeah,
my
'cause some
brother's
people have
allergic
allergies
to
to
nuts. Jeez.
Boy in a bubble.
Boy in a bubble.
That was beautiful.
It
was
was.
the best charcuterie. That would have been like a $900 charcuterie board at our wine place.
Yeah.
It would have been crazy.
I could have just had that and been good with it.
Yeah.
Well, that was my goal, is to fill everyone up so that way they ate double the amount and then I can send all the rest of the food home.
So going back to one of the questions from last week, what kind of turkey did we have this year?
Oh man. It was smoked. It was smoked turkey.
What kind of turkey do we have every year?
I mean, in years past, I have been told.
But I want to give props to BJ and Fire Marshal Bill over here. We came and rescued the turkey at just the right time because it actually did catch on fire.
Straight up caught on fire.
Because in the last moments, I decided to turn it from smoked to oven style to 350 to kind of give it a little crisp on the outside. But what I failed to calculate was the amount of juices that were in that smoker, because old girls we had two girls, they was juicy. They were actually moist.
They had
if you
juicy
will.
written
They
on their
were
behind.
moist. Yeah, they did. They were moist everywhere. There was a lot of moistness in the.
It's moisture. That's
no,
the
it's
word.
moistness.
Okay. See, you don't
Moistness.
make up words.
I'm okay to make up. You're not allowed to make up words.
Oh,
I
folks,
can make
by
up
the
words.
way, the word of the day is moist, because
Moist
that is
the word of the day.
KJ.
So we're gonna use that word
millennials' favorite
repetitively throughout the
word.
day, appropriately. In
I've been
a
working
sentence.
really hard with my therapist on this.
On
and
moist?
Yeah.
And what did you come to? Obviously, it's
through some immersion therapy.
you got immersed in moist.
I did. I do work on throughout my day, working in a clinic, try to incorporate that word and not just typing it, like actually saying it out loud.
So
You just run around saying,
do
boy,
you
you're moist.
do you go run around to your patients and you're like, excuse me, sir, I need to change your bandage. It looks moist.
No, tell me what part of you is moist and how is that affecting your everyday? Like, I don't know. I've just had to just throw it into, my patient presentation or like my documentation or something.
Like you're like, and so you feel moist. And when you go to bed, is your bottom moist?
Tell me all your moist parts, please.
Tell me that little scab on your head, is it moist?
I know you're making fun of it, but I'm actually
No, I'm
actually,
not making fun of it. You're laughing. I'm not making fun. I wasn't laughing. I
Just
was
the
serious.
idea of me asking somebody if anything is moist is hilarious. But you see how okay I
Why?
am
You can't do
saying
it?
it now.
You see, you have to separate yourself from the word as a bad word, and you almost have to overdo it.
I did.
And that's how you get immune to that kind of stuff. It's
Why
kind of
are-
like the tongue in the ear thing, right?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. The
no.
tongue in the ear thing is the same thing.
No, it's not.
If you let somebody give you a wet willy so many times,
A wet willy is not a
or
tongue
a
in
tongue
your
in the
ear.
ear, then you'll get immune to it, and it won't cringe you out anymore.
I think I'm okay with not being okay with that. That's just
You're okay with not being okay with
Yeah,
it?
I
But
am.
It's
always,
kind of like not being okay with feet. I'm okay with not being okay with feet.
I love your feet, babe.
I don't care. Feet are gross.
Is it the shape of them? Like
It's
what?
just they're gross altogether.
You wanna know why?
Don't
'Cause
touch me with feet. I
Most
don't
of the
wanna
time,
look at your
people's feet are moist.
Actually, I'm wearing my Crocs right now, and my feet are moist.
I know. See,
I can feel the moisture in between my toes.
Crocs and Birkenstocks are just made to be just cesspools of foot funk and just bacteria, and they're just. Do you spray them with Lysol ever? Do you ever clean those?
They're brand new. I got in
Okay.
trouble though, because I bought myself more Crocs.
Oh,
And I learned a lesson that I'm not supposed to buy myself anything around Christmas time.
yeah.
That's like, I feel like that's just something that you should know before Christmas. Don't buy yourself things.
Oops.
If you want it.
Exactly. I'm sitting in the hotel for 10 days bored.
The trick is to buy it for yourself and say, here, wrap this for me. I got you a Christmas present.
Oh
I
boy.
want.
So speaking of our Christmas shopping,
I would burn. I would burn. She would burn.
no, but BJ in the morning and I like we have an agreement though, because we are both really hard to shop for. So when we went shopping yesterday, that's what we did. Like I picked stuff out and I was like, "Merry Christmas to me! You're gonna wrap this
Hey,
and
that's
stick
so
it under the
smart.
tree."
We should do that.
No, I want
Okay.
you to use
We should
thought,
not.
and I want you to think of something and use your brain and figure it out, because that's what I do for you.
I'm screwed. First of all, she wants me to use my brain.
Well, I think that I don't know. For me, maybe I'm just that shallow that I want what I want, and I don't want you to get me something I
It's
don't
not
want.
shallow.
I don't want
But
anything.
it doesn't have. See, for me, it doesn't have to be something that costs $500. It has
No.
to be. I want you to think about it and think.
Whoops.
He's known me a long time.
Yeah.
I want you to put thought into it and think
Yeah.
about what would you think that I would like that is thoughtful and caring and considerate. That's what I would like.
I know.
Besides
A
yourself.
foot rub.
Me.
Besides yourself.
A foot
He
rub.
reminds me every
Give her a
day
foot
that
rub.
he is the gift.
I am the
That
gift.
keeps on giving. Kind of
Herpes.
like,
It just keeps on giving.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, herpes.
It's
Yeah.
there. And every once in a while it flares up. It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's as fine as you want it to be.
Don't call yourself herpes.
You're
Oh,
better.
he
You're
doesn't
better
call
than
himself
that.
herpes. I call him that.
Can you be warts? Could you be no?
Why would you get warts? Herpes doesn't sound as bad as warts.
You could be a wart.
Why does a wart sounds bad? Why do I think of frogs and warts?
Yeah.
Well, babe,
Warts
it's kind
are
of like
disgusting,
kissing a
too.
frog.
What?
You've never had a
kidding.
wart on your foot before?
Yes, I've had warts on my foot
They're
before.
gross,
Like my
and they're really
fingers.
hard to get rid of.
Fingers. When I
But
was a
he's
kid.
not gross. He is not.
See?
Look at that beard.
Look at it.
It's a pretty little wart.
Look how handsome he is with
It's the
that
most beautiful
beard.
wart you've ever seen.
It's a very well manicured wart.
And he's got very pretty eyes.
I do. I do.
So yeah, so we had a whole thing with Thanksgiving. We can call that corn casserole gate.
We should.
Corn
Honestly.
casserole gate. Even my middleist, and yes, I did say middleist, and that's a word, and I'm sticking to it.
That's why he's traumatized.
Even him, he went over to his boyfriend's house specifically to find corn casserole because he was.
He left here and went and sought it out somewhere else?
No, he went the next day,
Oh.
but
We actually had corn casserole at Swiggin's Wine.
The next day.
The next day.
As well.
Really?
Max
To
did, yeah.
satisfy.
The
Max.
lack, the empty,
Yeah.
the emptiness in
the
his soul.
emptiness in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same. It's not like you can Instacart the ingredients and just whip it up on Thanksgiving Day. Because I mean, can you even Instacart on Thanksgiving Day?
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, you're gonna pay a premium for it.
That makes me sad that those people are like.
This is the world we live in. Insta, everything. Insta. As long as you live close enough.
It's true. Which brings me to my next topic. The difference in holidays nowadays, right? Because, like, Black Friday, is that even a thing anymore?
Oh.
I feel like every year, the day after Halloween, like November 1st, it's like Black Friday deals, pre-Black Friday deals, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, Black Friday is not really a thing.
Well, no, because they've figured out that if I stretch it out longer,
Yeah.
I actually make more money.
Yeah,
Instead
so-
of doing it all in one day with a limited quantity of inventory,
Mm-hmm.
if I do it throughout the whole month and make the prices, a little bit less instead of totally less,
Yeah.
I'm going to make more money.
We actually saw something today that they said on Black Friday the toys were like 28% less. It used to be like 40 to 50%. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
That's how our parents could afford to like do stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of takes the magic away.
Well, now
Doing
you
the
can buy
shopping
everything online.
I know.
And now I think what they do is they put it like before something was $4.99, so it was $4.99 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thanksgiving hits and they jack it up to $6.99, and then Black Friday they put it back down to $4.99. So you think you're getting a deal, but you're really not getting
Yeah.
a deal.
Yep.
I don't participate.
The good news is nobody's getting trampled. At least I haven't heard of any tramplings or
No, they're empty. Like
shootings
there's
or stabbings.
all sorts of TikToks and everything of empty stores with.
Well, so we have, I guess I could have included this in the update, but we have a kind of a cool story. And I'm not saying this to take away the magic of what happened yesterday, but we went to Starbucks and we were just standing in line. We were waiting for our drinks and somebody came out of the back. And I don't know if it was a manager or what, but they came out and they were, just chit-chatting like, hey, how's it going? What are you guys doing today? We're going shopping. Okay, cool. Well, hey, if you see any microwave deals out there, let me know. So I whip out my phone really quick and I look on Target.com and tell them, yeah, they have, X, Y, and Z microwaves. But then we were walking out, BJ, in the morning, which I might cry a little bit again because it makes my heart so happy. He goes, why don't we just go get him a microwave? Because Target's like right down the street. So we did. So we just went and grabbed the kid a microwave. Because what if they weren't on sale by the time they were done with their shift or whatever? So, and they were stupid cheap. So we just
bought a random stranger a microwave.
Aww,
Yeah.
look
Because
at
It felt
you.
good.
But
It's
it's,
even a giving.
but yeah, seriously. But it's really sad to think that like these kids that are working in retail or they're working in food service or whatever, like they're not even making enough money where they can just go buy a microwave if there's breaks. Like, and they're making your coffee every day. So
That was nice.
That was very nice
Yeah.
of you. Look at you guys.
no, him. It was
Him?
his idea.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Her, it was a surprise. You, it feels right.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was really awesome. Then I told
So are
him,
you going to do that and pay it forward and do that again next time?
Maybe.
Just you do it.
me?
You.
Well, I don't make any money right now, so no. I
do it
need
with his
him.
credit card.
And there it is.
Do it with his card.
Yeah, yeah, I could. I definitely could. But like when our kids were younger, we used to make cookies and like take them to the old folks' home. And like on Christmas
Oh,
Eve or
man,
like the
babe,
day
that's what
before
you do.
Christmas. Cause like,
I should.
You should.
cause seriously, like those things I feel like are what this whole season is about.
We
You
make
know?
cookies, but we bring them to the elderly neighbors.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you get
Same
it. It's
concept.
just, there's something a little bit more magical if you do those things versus just everything being about your family. So, yeah. Now that they're adults, I don't know if I could talk them into it, but maybe one day they'll get back to the point where, they go, yeah, we should do this during Christmas. Maybe they'll do it with their families. Who
Maybe
knows?
they will.
Hopefully.
Maybe
Hope
they'll be
so.
past all this. I think they will, actually. All the material stuff. I think the next generation is going to be good.
Because they grew up with
Think
everything.
so?
Yeah, because they grew up with everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right there at their fingertips.
I mean,
You think that's why we're a little bit more
oh, God,
materialistic?
yeah.
Because
Because we grew
did
up
it.
with
We didn't.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we got was like genuinely.
A ball and a stick was,
Exactly. We got
Christmas.
the cardboard box.
yeah.
Yeah, we never got. Yeah. You got like
Yeah.
one toy
Yeah.
every Christmas.
Yeah.
But don't you think that that's why our parents hold on to everything as well? Like we're more prone, well, except for me, more prone to get rid of things, whereas our parents hold on to everything because they didn't.
Well, yeah,
have.
because everything was earned, whereas
Yep.
we are a consumption generation. We are now the generation of money within a consumption era.
Yeah.
So everything we buy is disposable, basically.
You should talk about that at your agriculture convention.
Well,
What you just said.
that we're in the consumption era.
Yeah.
We are,
Yeah.
and everything's disposable.
Yep.
It has no more
Ev-
value. It has no more meaning.
Everything is information and consumption.
Speaking of which, that new TV series Squid Game.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which,
Speaking
oh my
of
God.
consuming and money.
Jeez, oh man. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen it. Not okay, and just to be clear, we're not talking about the original Squid Game show, like the one from overseas. We're talking about this one. I'm think it was Made in America. Was
Seems
it?
like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
But it's a reality TV. It's like a game show.
Reality
based
game
on
show.
Squid Game. It's
And it's the same. Well, okay. One of the games was different so far, but for the most part, from what I've seen so far, and I think we've got like 1 or 2 episodes left to go. It's all the same games out of Squid Games.
Yeah.
But man, people are ruthless.
People are ruthless, but you know what? It cracks me up, the like ink packets that they have.
Oh yeah.
When they just fall over.
Yeah, so like in Squid Games, the series, the people die when they get eliminated from a game. To make it more realistic, they put ink packets on them like they're getting shot, and they pop, and then they dramatically fall over. Some better than others.
Some
I like
cry.
watching their faces when they're like trying to hold the laugh in. They're like, "Oh, I have to die now."
But wait, we have to talk about the puking guy.
Oh,
He was so
yeah.
nervous.
No, his cookie was too wet. There was no way.
I know.
Everyone
There
else
was like
cooking.
an inch of
Yes,
liquid
it was
in his
underwater.
cookie.
But he also
Where
was
did you
dry
get-
heaving. Like if someone started talking to him, he was like,
You know that guy has figured out how to do that like as a child. He
Yeah.
had to have learned that as a child and just carried it on as like a
like,
mechanism to
yeah.
manipulate people.
to, like,
But where did the
behavior.
fluid come from? It was too moist.
No, it was straight up wet. That was not
that
moisture.
wasn't moist. That was
like
wet.
yeah, like somebody had taken a water bottle and just like poured a
Squirt it
little
in
bit.
there.
There's if he could come up with that much like mucus
Saliva?
secretions, there is something
I
wrong
told
with
him
that
my
dude.
cookie would be dry. So I'd be like, "Can you lick my cookie, please?" Because mine would be dry
You
as
gonna walk
all
around
get
the room
out.
asking people to lick your cookie?
Yeah, I would actually. I'd be like, "Hey, yo, can you spit in my cookie?" Because mine is dry.
Jesus, y'all are killing me.
Context, people, context.
I need someone to spit in my cookie.
Next episode. Let's unpack that. Oh, anyways.
That's a good show.
Yeah,
So anyway, it's a social experiment gone wrong, I think.
Squid Games?
Yes, the fact that the way that people act when they're in the presence of
Money.
the potential for
But
money.
not even that. Like
money.
the alliances they make, I would be like, "Yo, you go over there. I'm gonna be sitting here by myself. I don't need to talk to any of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm good. Just."
But you don't think that like being alone by yourself and not integrating yourself like makes more of a target? Makes you
Yes,
more of a target?
exactly.
I feel like it does.
It does, but there's like people that it's like 1 or 2 people together. I don't need to be in like those group the where there's a leader.
I think
It's a
that
social experiment.
yeah, it is a social experiment. I feel like being in an alliance would be important, but you would have to strategically plan your alliances.
Strategery.
It is strategery.
Strategery.
So, Squid Game prompted us to yesterday while we were out buy the old school Battleship. 'Cause I wanted to prove,
Yeah.
yeah, because I wanted to prove I could kick
Did
his
you get
butt.
electronic or did you just get
We
the?
just got the
The OG.
I know. We
What?
wanted to.
What do you mean? That's what makes it fun because then you get to make your own noises. Like when you sink your battleship, you get to.
Like pew.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah, there's no
exactly.
cheating. There's no cheating in electric battleship.
There's no cheating in the regular one. How can you cheat?
I can move my shit. All of a sudden, my carrier just moved about 3 squares over.
Oh, so we know who the cheater is.
they're
I
playing with
never
you.
thought of that. You snake. That's
It's the Navy. I mean, the
dirty.
ships move. They don't just stay
So
still.
what I'm getting is all Navy people just cheat.
They don't cheat.
Let's unpack
The
that.
tides.
Yeah.
The tides have moved my ship
Oh,
3
okay.
When you're
squares
how
to
many
the left.
miles out to sea?
It does. Trust me. Trust me. It ain't flat water out in the middle of the ocean. There's always tides.
I mean, it's pretty logical. If you get, a missile that hits right next to your ship,
Yeah.
you're
gonna be some.
probably going to move your ship.
Yeah, it's going to move your ship a little bit because
There's
of the
the fun.
waves.
Over
Yeah.
2 pegs.
Yeah, exactly. Over two slots over all of a sudden.
That's dirty. Well, I didn't play dirty, and neither did he. We only played 2 games, but we both
won?
We both won.
She won the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys
Battleship?
you didn't play a tiebreaker?
No,
No.
I was
You
over
guys
it.
just want to
No.
leave it at.
We would never be able to
we
do
would
that.
never be able to do it.
We
No.
would have to play a tiebreaker.
No, there has to be a tiebreaker. There could be only one.
Yeah.
We cannot.
We can play again.
Yeah.
But we were just after that. We were just like, meh. All right, that was fun. We're done.
We won't play it probably ever.
Yeah, because she knows you're gonna cheat. She's never gonna play
Not
with you.
just that, but she gloats. on
We
a
do.
different level.
If we play Uno,
Oh my
every
God.
time he loses.
Luckily, I went into Uno knowing that I suck at it, so I was
How do
okay.
you suck at Uno?
Because he gets all of the hand.
Yeah, I
All
just
So you know how to stack a deck, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play poker with her either.
I think you
Or
could be all right.
anything?
Poker you'd be fine with. I think Uno, she's just got her and her brother have some inside information on how to play Uno. I don't know what it was, but
They're card counters,
it
clearly.
was me, you, and
Melissa and
it was the four of us.
Yeah.
And me and Melissa just lost the whole time.
we
And,
just
and I kind of accepted it and I started to play along with it. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to lose again.
we just kept on back and forth reversing it so they got all the cards.
Oh, so they had an
And
alliance.
then I even switched hands.
Now, she won't play Risk with me. She
I don't
won't.
like Risk.
She
Because
won't
Risk
play
is
Risk with me.
stupid.
It's
Risk
just
is awesome.
too
You play Risk?
long. It's too long. I don't have long enough.
All you got to do is get
attention span.
Australia. You get Australia, you can do whatever you want.
Huh?
All you got to do is get Australia.
No.
I think the longest game that I can tolerate is Monopoly.
See, I can't even
that
play
doesn't
that.
end. Monopoly doesn't end.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it
If you
doesn't.
play it right.
No, it doesn't. It just
That
goes
was my
on and
brother's favorite, and he always wanted to play that. I'm over here like, can we play Payday or Life, please? No.
BJ in the morning and I used to, when we were younglings and we had all the energy and no kids, we used to play strip Monopoly.
What?
What?
Yeah, we did.
I mean,
We did.
when you're out of money, what are you gonna do? Give me that shirt.
We did, and it would go on for like days on end because we would just leave the board out and get back to it.
You just run around the house naked?
Well, no, we put our
days?
clothes on after. Because it is.
Wait, so you come back and you'd be like, okay, I was down to my socks. And you just assume the position after you came back to the game? I know, I'm whole. Pay for the whole. Help me feed me. I have nothing left but my skimmies. Is that how you guys play? That's weird.
No.
That's weird.
Okay. It was fun. We'll get back there. We only got one more in the house. We're about back there.
So old people strip Monopoly.
It's more like, here, put the clothes on.
Here's my knee brace.
I feel called out. Why'd you go for a knee brace, babe?
Why does it smell like Ben Gay? Yeah, that's a weird game. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, okay, we were 18 and 19, so
Was there a lot of drinking there involved?
No.
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 You did this sober.
Yeah. Had all the memories.
Had to keep my wits about me.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
You're dropping trowel. What do you mean keep your wits about you? Dropping trowel for a little bit of that Park Place.
Like there are people out there who do that now. Come on now.
Correct. It's the oldest profession in the world.
It is.
Okay.
Look at
I've
those 20-year-olds with their
I've seen Pretty
sugar
Woman.
daddies.
Seen Pretty
their
Woman.
Sugar babies.
Half of the freaking stuff that flows through TikTok, that's all it is.
You are not lying.
I'm
so
just saying. Should we go?
to the comments?
Sure, why not?
Let's go to the
Let's
comments.
go to the comments. From Randy Ginter, 9826. Sheesh, millennial. Don't try to go up against a Gen Xer. I think what he's trying to say is back off.
Yeah, why? Because of the Care Bears thing, or because
Yeah.
of the picture
Just
where
in
you're
general.
holding me upside down?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
Just in general.
Yeah, I'm not gonna learn my lesson. Sorry, bud. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do.
She's a little bit hard-headed.
I am.
Teresa Martin, 6975. Oh my gosh, KJ. I so relate about having birthday gifts wrapped in Christmas paper. We share a B-Day.
Actually, the 21st, Teresa, is your birthday on the 21st? Hey, got a little bit of Sagittarius and Capricorn up in here. Yeah, man, we're the best.
Are you a Sagicorn?
The older I get, I'm more corn than Sag, but yeah. Because like Capricorns are more like down to earth and chill. They are a lot more
I don't know if I would call
materialistic.
you down to earth and chill.
Okay, fine. I'm
just
definitely
gonna-
Sagittarius.
I mean, that might,
but
I
that's
don't.
awesome, and it also sucks at the same time because I do really, really hate having my birthday presents wrapped in Christmas paper. But at this point, I'm just happy to get
Do
birthday
you do it on
presents.
purpose?
No, God, no.
No,
I
he
know
knows better.
Oh my goodness.
Because I would do it on purpose.
No.
I honestly would do it on purpose.
No,
No, that's fighting stuff.
he will never play Monopoly again, ever. I got one. So Lady Hellfire 75 says, I think Mrs. DBV is an Afghan hound, aristocratic, and can be moody, from y'all's comments. She wanted to make sure that,
I mean, she's not lying.
yeah, because but you know what? You're really good about it. Like, if you know that you're in some kind of way, you just remove yourself quietly instead of engaging.
That took years of training, so we'll just go ahead and put that out
Are
there.
you saying that you trained her or that she...
I don't know what trained her. I'm not going to take credit on that one. All I do know is that is not how the original situation was.
I think that comes with age. I mean, I am 47-ish. And... Ish.
It's a strong-ish.
Ish.
No, she's got a light ish. Not like your ish. Your ish. Yours the ish.
What are you talking about?
Towards your next number.
I'm okay with my next number.
What's your
Well,
40?
I do try to make myself...
You don't even know what my next number is?
No, I don't know what your next number. I barely know what my next
Sorry,
number is.
let's
Oh, I
talk
know
about
what
you.
mine-
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I try to make myself older, and I don't do that intentionally because I forget my age sometimes. I thought I was 48, but I'm 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 40...
Me?
It's gonna be
I'll be
43.
42.
I was going to guess that.
I'll
'Cause
be
I think-
42 in a
yeah.
couple of weeks. Coming up quick.
I thought it was 43.
I'm still okay with it. And I don't think that I'll have a problem with getting past 45. It's just like at this point, it's whatever. I look good for my age, and she looks amazing for her age, so who cares? It's just a number.
Yeah, she does. You sure are pretty.
Oh, let's see. So at Chris Cruz 7606 says, my kid is going into the Navy next summer.
Congratulations.
That's
to
amazing.
Him.
It is
I hope
Or
he gets
her.
him or her. You done?
No?
I hope they get the job that they want. And if they don't, I hope they get to a good ship when they're striking, like mine did. And now he has the job that he wants.
What's like the best job you think in the Navy?
Oh, come on. Here we go.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
FC on a carrier.
Oh, okay.
Because you do absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Because we operate ships' weapon systems.
Right. I
And
know.
we can't turn them on when they're flying.
Okay.
And that's what an aircraft carrier does, is it flies. Mm-hmm. And so we don't do anything because we can't even turn our system on.
Okay.
Whereas other people actually do stuff.
Would it be better to be, on the shore and not on a boat?
I mean, no, because you might be working there too.
I think it's all about what you want. Too,
Yeah, and
because
it's also
then you
about what you
wouldn't
wanna do.
get to see maybe,
Yeah.
wouldn't get to go places.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you're on a shore. Like Max will be able to see stuff because he's going to be a CB.
Yeah,
But
but
it's going to be the same spot for like 6 months.
right. CBs deploy.
Yeah. But they're not bouncing around like a ship does.
No.
Whereas I saw a lot of stuff on the ship.
Gotcha.
Saw a lot of cool stuff.
Are CBs like Red Horse? Do
Yeah.
they train to deploy
Yeah.
all the time?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay.
They do some
Construction
military
battalion.
missions training.
Gotcha.
But they're mostly deploying forward deployable, units.
Okay. You guys are learning me so much. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I feel alert.
Berserker Leatherwork. We have a Black Friday tradition. My friend puts on a thing called Test Fest. While all the girls are out shopping, all the guys go out to his ranch, shoot guns, four-wheel drive, grill food, have a giant bonfire, and camp. The holiday is second only to the Marine Corps birthday. My invite should arrive in October for that next year. If you'd like to go ahead and send it, there's an address in my link tree. Me and BJ in the morning will go out there and we can do a podcast out there, just a boys podcast if you want to. So just keep that in mind
Sounds fun.
for next year.
It took me a second, like reading that. I was like, wait, so like testing the firearms, and then I got it, the whole testosterone thing. Like, yeah, took me a second. That was that. Oh. Okay, I got one. This is a good one. A Swig 9625 said, Transformers possessed by demons. I don't understand. Yeah, okay, so nobody really understood my mom. We're just going to leave that right there. Dolls, on the other hand, they're all creepy and possessed. This is like all dolls? You mean all of them? Because like...
How about Barbie and Ken?
Barbie and Ken. Yeah, listen, that's just... They're amazing. No, not Barbie and Ken. And like... What about Cabbage Patch Kids?
Do you know why Barbie and Ken never got married?
Because they didn't have any genitalia?
Because Ken came in a different box.
Wow.
Anyways. this
Wow.
Oh boy. No, Ken and Alec, never mind. They are.
Do you know that Mom had ones that were made after us? Do you remember those?
I have one.
You
I
have
still
it?
have mine.
You have yours?
Yes.
I don't have mine.
Does the head turn?
No, I
eyes
have
open?
it wrapped in a plastic bag in my attic. So that mofo ain't going anywhere. And if
Okay.
it does get alive, it's going to suffocate. You gone.
You've never seen Chucky, obviously, because you can't kill them.
And finally, Karen Fryer, Enjoy Life Australia. Let me sit up for this one. DBV, you're great, but you are not God.
I never claimed to be. Never claimed to be.
Let's unpack that.
I'm just great. Mm-hmm. Just great. Never claimed to be.
But your presence is your presence.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What else?
I don't know. What else? You tell me.
I don't know. But I would love to hear about it in the comments. Let's talk about all the things that he thinks makes him God.
He's a gift from God.
Oh, we're all gifts from God.
See?
So,
We're all gifts from God. Even you. You're my gift.
Thanks.
see, why does she have... No, wait. Oh, okay, I got it.
What?
God gave her to you? Pretty sure God gave her to the world and you don't own her.
I don't own. I never said I own her. She's not property.
But she was a gift to you.
Yes. For the time being. I might have to give her back.
We should do story time.
What, you want to do story time?
Let's do story time.
Let's do story time. Story time with Dad Bod. Oh, God. I haven't done this. I didn't do this last week.
You didn't, no. Mm-mm. And you know what? People did miss it.
They did.
missed it.
They did.
You got to give the people what they love.
People ask for it. All right, so I'm going to give you My Cunt Smells Like Fish. Okay.
You want to try it
By
again?
Brad Gosse? Is it Gosse? Gosse.
Goss?
Goss?
Gossy?
Gossy? Gossy. Okay.
It's snack time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And then later I'll have a nap.
My cunt smells like fish. My cunt gets so hairy. Sometimes my cunt bleeds. It can be kind of scary. My cunt loves to squirt and gets wet easily. My cunt once got crabs
I should not have a bite of Twix or a Kit Kat.
and scratched endlessly. My cunt gets ingrown hairs. My cunt collects toys. My cunt has a piercing and gets pounded like boys.
Oh my.
Sometimes my cunt farts with great force and power. My cunt is the freshest right after a shower.
Are you saying Mike Hunt?
Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt.
Oh,
The end. Mike Hunt. Jules.
okay.
Get head out of the gutter.
What are you talking about? It's a
Totally
little
normal.
kid.
Totally
It's a
normal.
little
I was just
kid.
checking.
It's just a little kid, guys. Come on.
He's just.
Come on.
Yep.
He smells like fish.
He does.
Mike Hunt smells like fish.
I bet it does.
You should see somebody
Maybe
about
you should
that.
have someone spit on it.
That's
I
a
think
cookie.
that might make it
It's
worse.
a cookie. That's a cookie. That's a cookie. Yeah, so I I think that's all the time we have for today.
Is it?
I think it is.
But it's been so much fun. We could just keep going.
We could keep going. I mean, we can keep going if BJ wants us to keep going. You want us to keep going?
Whatever you want.
I don't have anything else to talk about.
You could plug your merch now.
So there's merch in the merch store right now. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's buttered. It's ready. It's here. If you guys want it, you got to go fast because it's going fast. We're making daily runs to the post office to drop these things off. The coins are here, limited supply only. Once they're gone, that's it. 2024 until next Christmas, we'll do 2025 coins. As always, if you enjoyed our podcast today, please like, follow, and most importantly, share. Bring all your friends into this fun situation that we've got going on. Yeah. And in the comments, let us know what you want to talk about. We're always open to your ideas of things that you'd like to hear us socialize and give commentary to. So please don't hesitate to share what you want us to check our feelings on. Oh, good times. Did we miss anything? Support, folks?
That's it for us, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Until
In the
then,
meantime, you go.
check your feelings.
Bye.
You made Santa die.
Whoa. Don't be knocking Santa over. Knocking Santa.
Santa couldn't handle it. It was getting real up in here. He quit. I quit. There's too many people on the naughty list up in this house. I'm done. Does he do anything?
No.
Yeah, he's Santa. That's what he does. From 2017.
Oh, he's got like a bobblehead. Is he supposed to?
He's not supposed to have a bobblehead.
dance.
He's not supposed to
He's not
have a
supposed to
bobblehead
have a
either.
bubble.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm a big deal. I have a fly that's like obsessively on my hat right now. It won't leave me alone.
I keep seeing it. I keep seeing the fly just
You
running
see it?
around. You got a little sprinkle on your nip there. Oh, there it goes.
I'm surprised it wasn't in my beard because that's usually where it ends up.
Anybody piss you off lately?
Pretty much every day. On the regular.
I'm right here.
Yep, you're included.
Damn it.
Really? Why is he included?
Let's unpack that.
That's not.
I tell myself that every day.
I know you do, babe, but you do.
When I'm brushing my teeth, I go, you got pretty eyes. Not exactly. I didn't think that one through.
I bet you do that every morning, don't you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Here's one for the blooper reels.